Hope y'all had a wonderful weekend. I am here to show off the Patreon for July and talk a little bit about the design process behind the Patreon. This Patreon is no longer available, but the sticker sheets that I will be showing you and everything else will be released into the shop August 29th, the 28th or 29th. It's that Thursday. So let's take a look. So first off, I want to show my vision board that I created for this theme. The colors I wanted to focus on was a red and a kind of, I guess, like a beige, more like a very light pink tone to it. There is a local diner where I live, and I remember going there and I remember thinking to myself, like, I love this theme, I love this idea, and they were very much my inspiration to it. So the goal behind this Patreon was to create like magazine backgrounds and kind of create like paper cutouts of all the elements that you'll see used in the Patreon. So I created all of this and collaged all of this, and then I scanned these collages, and then I used each one of these box designs to create different elements. And when I get to the Patreon sheets, you'll begin to see. A couple of other inspirations was the bear. I started to watch the bear and I'm obsessed with it now. So that's why I have this Welcome to Chicago. I have a Yes Chef somewhere in my Patreon. We're all in this together because when running a restaurant, you need togetherness. On here, you'll see some dots, polka dots. That's to bring the 50s vibe that's going on in this theme. And then I have a ton of like, do you know, like advertisements that you get, like the piece of paper that you get in diners, and it has all the local advertisement. That was my concept behind all of this. So let's get to the sheets. Okay, so the first sheets I'm going to show you are sheets from our Patreon, and then all the other elements that were part of the Patreon. Everything that I show you is going to be the upper tier Patreons. I do have a few tiers in my Patreon. In the lower tiers, they get, tier 1 gets die cuts. Tier like 2, they get like 1 or 2 of our sticker sheets, and they're mostly like deco sheets. And then the upper tiers start to begin to get all the sticker sheets, and the top tier gets everything that we offer: the sticker sheets, custom item, ephemera packs. I could never say that word right. Is it ephemera or ephemera? Let me know what you say. And so on and so forth. So this is one of the first sheets. That it is just little collage rippies, smaller sheet. If you can see, this sheet is the scanned. Even looks better. Would you look at that? Scanned and enhanced. So you see that? Yeah. So that one is just collage rips and a quarter sheet. And then we have these tags, fun little tags. You can either use them for layering, or you can use them as just like tickets. Fun. In the shop, when they get released, this will be in 2 sizes. This one is a quarter sheet size. And then we have this fun one. So remember when I was talking about just scanning all the stuff, the papers, to create things? So this is a perfect example, is the French fries. My favorite fry is the Heinz ketchup. Do you get it? I hope you get it. Then we have some sprinkle background sheets. All of these little fries that you see were created with some backgrounds that I created for this theme. Same with the milkshake and the burger. See that? Yeah. And yeah, fun. Same with this one. Same with our waitress. She uses a collage you'll see later. Dusty Drive-In, burgers, fries, shakes since 1950. Soda 99 cents. Open, all in like a 50s retro theme. The lips say nom. So yeah, this one's probably one of my favorite sheets from this collection. This is definitely one of my favorite designs I've made in a while. Just lips. And this will come in 2 sizes. Then we have some nice big days. I have a ton of days in the shop. So when I create days, I like to make them very different for Patreon. Nothing too static. Then we have Axel's Ice Cream Parlor. Axel is one of my very old characters. Do not think she's gonna come back. This is where it all began, was this banana split. If you can see, it has a ton of the papers, collages, same with the ice cream cone. And we have, where I'm from, we call sprinkles jimmies. So a little contribution to that. And the background is really fun on this one. It is not your ordinary background. It has fun little collage layering. Oh, something I did not mention. The color choices were based off of Neapolitan ice cream. So like chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. So if you see the backgrounds of some of them, this one is chocolate ice cream. This one is strawberry. And this one is vanilla. And then we have, let's do this one next. Our washi. Typically, if I offer washi in the Patreon, I don't include this sheet, but this month I did not have washi in the Patreon, so I used the washi strips because they're honestly my favorite sheet. They help me bring the whole entire theme together. Washi is actually the first sheet I go to when I'm designing. So this design here is actually in her dress. And same with the cherries. So, yep. Banana feast. And this one says on a food channel. And then lastly, for the Patreon, we have the sheet. We gave this one in clear matte. If you've ever shopped from us, we offer a premium matte and clear matte from almost every single sheet in our shop. But this one was too cool. It was very, like, the colors were just very strawberry-y, and they look so dope when you lay them on down. Yes, chef. So this was just a chromatic version of this. Pretty cool, right? Super fun to see that come together. And let me show you didn't get a chance to actually use this spread, so I'm going to use it for something else. But it really came out super well. I'm so happy with this Patreon. And that is what it looks like, the clear matte looks like. It's all laid down. So that is the sheets that came with Patreon. And if you were in the top tier, you received this notepad. I personally use this for meal planning. My son is starting pre-K, so we'll definitely be using this a lot. We use this every week, regardless, to meal plan. Then I also have this art print. It's actually it's made on recycled paper. It's actually kind of an oops, but I don't mind it because a lot of my Patreon like to collage like I do, so you can use this bottom part to customize this area for yourself. But it is our Mana Feasting. And then the back is our Jimmies or Sprinkles. And it's an A5 size. And then we have our ephemera pack. And we do have some extras, believe it or not. Usually we don't have a lot of extras in the shop for the shop, but this month we do. So let me start with the die cuts because she is the lady in charge of the ephemera packs, whatever you want to say. So the goal was to create her as like a clear mat. Sorry guys. Okay. Create her in clear mat, and then y'all can design, put paper down on this area and just make her into your own little pretty Betty, or Peggy Sue. She was Peggy Sue, sorry. And I failed that, didn't I? I did. I failed that. Yeah, not really good, that part. So just use her as a layering technique. And that is on a clear matte soft vinyl die cut. And we have this die cut. And if you can see, that is like khaki. Nom. And then we have Life Could Be a Dream. I didn't have a playlist for this month because I really didn't use one. I used the bear and Cars, hence this song as my little background and stuff in that diner. Then we have this die cut. So this is just in a bigger version. One of my favorite designs. And then we have all of these papers. So just like a little receipt paper. Welcome to Chicago. Another receipt. Some random like ephemera scraps that I get from Journal Shop. Some vellum jimmies. On a food journey. Life Could Be a Dream. Some red checker because we can't do anything without checker. Another receipt paper and Mana Feasting. It's a mini version of the print. So if you are a top tier Patreon, that's a glimpse of what most of our Patreons look like. It follows the same concept, about between 6 to 8 sticker sheets, a print, custom item, and then ephemera pack with die cuts. And then the lower tiers are just sticker sheets, and all tiers that get shipping get the die cut and art print. So there's that. And then we have this extra stuff that will be in the shop that were not Patreon, but we created. So we have Cherry Betty. I love her. I graffitied her a bit. I always feel like these ladies were like made to look perfect. So I wrote like perfection and then irresistible. Because just in movies, that's how you view them. And they kind of wanted to make it look like a robotic shell. Kind of reference to the Umbrella Academy with that one. And then the cherries that were made with the backgrounds. And then those will come in this chocolate and vanilla. And then we have these like X rips, I guess I'll call them, in all the colors. I love these. These will look good in clear matte too. And then we have more rips. Fun rips. This will be in the shop. And then our tribute to the bear, non-negotiables. If you watch the bear, I think this part is in season 3. We had to have Yes Chef. They talk about non-negotiables. And I watched this section a bunch of times just to make sure. I feel like in the movie, the director or producer, whatever, likes Radiohead, because this was one of the non-negotiables, No Surprises, and that is my favorite song from Radiohead. And they also have a song of Radiohead in the bear. I don't know, it's just a theory I have. I think they are a Radiohead fan, which is pretty cool. If they are, I would be very happy to hear. But that is it. Not sure how to end this yet, since this is now my second YouTube, but like, follow, share. Thank you. Bye guys. Stay rad.